Okay, it's just turning the afternoon here in Monterey, and we are going to recall a part of a flight that I didn't land in Coos Bay, but I explained that in the last one why I was in Coos Bay. We lost a guy there that was from Eureka Aero Industries. And the airplane that I flew on the mail run on Sunday nights. That's enough of that. And let's get back to going up here to visit my mom, and I explained that in the Piper Arrow, and it had the 200 horse engine in it, so it's probably good for 160 cruise, maybe close to that. Miles per hour is what we used to get. And you see it says 25 minutes in the F-15. So we'll be flat hatting up the coast. We'll see if we can hold it down and keep it together for a little run up the Oregon coast. Here we go. Have to boot up. I can't quite figure this out where Manhattan Island is. I kind of think over to the right, the Statue of Liberty. The Manhattan should be in back of the Statue of Liberty. It looks like the Liberty is facing to the south, but it looks like early morning. Looks like, yeah, I think Liberty's facing out to the east. And
Tower Strike 9er 0
it's hard to tell from that picture.
Departure to the north.
So here we go, and
Strike 9er 0 wind calm departure to the north approved.
Coos Bay.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree 1.
And
Cleared for takeoff runway tree 1 strike
we'll go
9er
ahead,
0.
We'll go ahead and put that in, and it's on the north. We'll see what this says here. Ready to fly? Come on, ready to fly. Yeah. I just click that. Let's see if it comes on here. Yeah, North Bend is the other name up here. I couldn't remember that. We don't need that right now. We can get rid of that, and we're gonna have to change the sun. We don't want that in our eyes. So we go ahead and move that back to a little bit before noon. How about 10:22? That's good. 10:30. That ought to be good. We go outside, and we'll see what we can do here. Oh, doing the wrong side here. There we go. I switched hands. So we take the brakes off, and we'll go ahead and take off here. I don't know why it does the hobby horse bit, but that's all right. It didn't explode on that.
Strike 9er 0 continue for north departure.
Look back.
Strike 9er 0 leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Flaps up. Yeah, there we go. And we can keep it down fairly low here. Goodbye to Coos Bay. And get out in front. Right up the coast. So we should be able to get quiet right about in here. And
Strike 9er 0 acknowledge last transmission.
Yeah, I'm trying to fly the airplane.
Tower Strike 9er 0 frequency change.
There we go. And then we go back inside and see if we can set up see if we set up let's try that again. There we go, 3,600. We'll see if it levels out there. Looks like it's going to hold 3,600. There's the sun. Come back here a little bit and up. And we can put it over, over closer to the beach. That should work out fairly well. And we are heading for Ocean Shores in Washington. Now it's back. It's up to 4,200. We got to go back down, as we can see at the top of the altitude over here, 3,600. So we'll get it down there, and it's a very touchy situation. Get it down here to 3,600. See if it stabilizes. It's trying. It's trying. It's trying to stabilize there. There we go. Florence Municipal. And we get up here and watch where we're going. Here we go. And we're holding our 3,600 altitude, and we're going right up the beach. We'll get a little more on course. You can see that we're off course, but we're just trying to follow the course that goes direct. And here's one of the situations that where this comes out and the beach stops, and you just have kind of a cliff out in there. It's trying to hold the 3,600, so that part's good. And we're definitely getting a good look, a better look of the coastline. It's too bad it's not real. Now, whether that's 101, I think that's Highway 101 running along the shoreline there. Let's see if I can bring that. That is 101. Yep, definitely. And that goes over once you get up to the Columbia River. And we are coming up on Wakanda Beach. I don't know if I see Wakanda Beach, Newport, and we'll go ahead and kick in the chart and see if we see Newport here. Kick it out here. Yeah, that's Newport coming up. Yeah, so this is going to be Newport right here. And we got to come back over here a little bit to see Newport, K-O-N-P, right there. That should be Newport right there. We'll watch that for a little bit. Little different angle, looking out to sea. Newport, and this may be the the city could be on either side of the bridge right there, but that's probably the town of Newport right there. Let's see what I see on here. Yeah, it kind of shows Newport on the north side of the river, so I think that was Newport right there. And then what do we have next here? Let's get our chart up again. And we're going to go up, put it up in the corner, and let's see what S45 is. Glenadin Beach. Never heard of Glenadin Beach. That's going to be it right there is Glenadin Beach. Let's go back and see if we're just passing that. Yeah. So it says Seelitz Bay State is the name of the runway, but I think that's Glenadin right along in there. At least that's what this says as we go by the airport right there. Yeah. Okay, and we just grabbed a little altitude in that exchange. We got to push it back down. That's a pretty good look there. And we got to get back out to where the aircraft is. So now we're coming up, and let's see what this town is. Pacific City, Oregon. Yeah, that's what it says, Pacific City. Right there. We're getting back down to 3,600. And I didn't get to fly along like this in I probably was up around 5,000 feet. Of course, what I'm thinking about is if you lose the engine, you want a little bit of time to think about where you're gonna put it down in an emergency. So that's the reason. Tillamook, that's the next, I can see it coming up. It's a little bit more inland. So we got right there. So we need to go back out toward the beach, and here we go. We go out that way. Then we'll look back in toward Tillamook, right there. And we're right at 3,600. It's holding the 3,600. And again, there's Tillamook, Oregon. And we'll take this out of the way. Cover Tillamook. Back out here. Put that up in the upper left. Looking up the beach. Here we go. And let's see, on my map, and Tillamook, let me see if I see Tillamook. There's Tillamook. So we're getting pretty close to the Columbia River up here. And Sunset Beach, Surf Pines, Seaside, Cannon Beach are all possibilities along in here. I don't know which is which. This looks like an interesting right here. Put that down there so we can see this little bit of mountainous terrain. Interesting. I didn't notice that when I was flying north. I like the beaches. And then we're going to see, and I don't know what the explanation is for those, but when you fly down at this lower altitude, you get a little more idea of what the contour is. So now we can kind of come to the right a little bit. Let's see where our aircraft is. There we go. Oh, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. We can get down over here a little bit. And we're still holding 3,600 feet. We're doing 915 knots, which is over 1,000 miles an hour. There's Seaside, which is right after the no beach zone, where the mountains run to the sea. And then Astoria is this. This is Astoria, and Astoria is going to be maybe this one right here. No, that's not it. That's something Washington. Here's Astoria right there, and the mouth of the Columbia River. So we're getting there to our destination. We'll get across here. And then we go up that peninsula, And then the next inlet is what we're looking for. And look back toward Portland, back in that way. And 101, you don't see a bridge going there. The bridge goes across inland where the mouth of the river narrows. And I think, yeah, I think we're starting to get close. So we'll put a bank in here, and so far it's holding the altitude. And we'll try to find ocean shores, which will be at a little ways yet. Got this peninsula, and then we got one more peninsula after this that comes down to us. No, it goes up and down. So we'll get over toward the land. You can see the course up in the upper left-hand corner. We're getting right on the direct line. So right there should hold that. And this could be our airport right there. I think that's it. Might be the next one up. Let me see what that's. Westport. No, that's not it. Not quite yet. Yeah, it's after Westport. And this is called Grayland, right here. And then this is Ocean Shores right here. And let's just confirm. We'll look on here. And we'll go there, right there. Yeah. So we go by one airport, and then it's the next one up. And we'll keep this on here. So go by the one, and the next one up here. And we'll go ahead and take the power off, and we'll look down, and yeah, it's not marked. There it is, right on the edge there. Put the air brake up, and this is Ocean Shores right out here. Got the power back. There's the airport. We just passed it. And then I went out here to refuel. Right out here after I took off. I don't think they had fuel at this little airport that we're landing at down here. And then we can drop the gear, and we'll wait on the flaps for a minute. We'll go ahead and get in behind the tail. Go ahead and put the air brake away. And we're not quite ready to come around. There we go, and put some flaps down. There we go. Air brake. Real brakes. Just made it. Air brake down. Anyway, we just made it. This is built for Pipers, not for F-15s. Anyway, this was right on the water. I don't recall looking out at the ocean. I think there's a slight overcast, so when I took off, I had to stay under the clouds, and I did have to refuel before I was headed back to the south. I was en route to go to Medford, and possibly we'll fly. The next flight will be down to Medford. And we'll see if we have somebody to park us here. We'll see if he's ready. Yeah, he looks like he's ready for us. He looks like he's ready. There we go. Let's look up here. Yeah, he's got us all checked in here. And the flaps should be up. What happened to the flaps? I don't think that's the reason we didn't stop, but it could have helped if I'd gotten the flaps up, get a little better traction. Go inside and see his little batons up in the air. So I figured out when it freezes up what to do. Get this off. Go back outside and look down here. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. We'll look right there. That's good at the little airport. And thanks for riding along. So we did see Mom and headed back down. I forget where I stayed the night. Yeah, I forget that. So take care, and we'll see you next time.